to Grave Girls. I'm Danielle.
I'm Charlie.
And it's our show. We're gonna do our show.
I bet you can't do the show the entire time like that.
My God. I bet I can.
I don't think you made watchers. We did it that way all the time.
No. We're not gonna do that. On today's episode, we have Music Myths.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have Tonewoods simply written here.
Tonewoods.
That's not a myth or a truth. That's just a single word. But would you like to expand on it?
Okay, so when you're working, so I'll expand on this. So when you're working with hard wood, sometimes it swells up with water, and apparently that's a bad thing. We like it super dry. We like it so dry, and
well, what
the
is
drier it is,
what's it
the
for?
more the wood doesn't grow, and then you have good sounds. Apparently, the drier the wood, the better the music.
Apparently,
that's what they say. They're like, wow, this tree didn't grow for 20 years. It's stunted. That makes beautiful music.
They've actually done compositional analysis of Stradivarius violins. Of course.
Yeah.
Like they've analyzed the resin that they analyzed the wood, and the wood was very dry. It was like
so dry.
It had been like a long drought and like a forest fire and all kinds of stuff. It's like the driest wood that ever was or will be.
Yeah.
Like
super dry.
It's the driest wood.
Extra dry hardwood.
So dry.
Okay, well in that case I'm gonna make it sloppy and talk about Tonewoods.
We'll talk about Tonewoods.
Tone is in the woods.
Is that what they call it? Tonewoods? Is this a myth or a truth?
If tone is in the woods, but there's no one around to hear it, you know, that's actually the fucking thing, too. Mm-hmm. It's because everybody's full of shit and nobody can actually hear this shit. So, music myth number 1. That people can hear what they're saying they can hear. I mean, I can. I can hear it all. Well,
so where do we stand on this? Myth or fact?
It's a mixture.
It's a mixture.
It's a mixed truth. So
what you're saying is, when it comes to Tonewoods, yes,
okay,
the wood does have some play in it, but also
Tonewoods,
it's not magical.
People, yeah, it's not magic. People often say, "Oh, Tonewood doesn't matter for guitar. It's all in the pickups and the amp you use," which is like 90% of it for sure. And if you're a Stratocaster player, it's 100% of it, or a Telecaster player, but we don't count them because they're not guitar players.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say from my perspective as well, it kind of goes the same thing. Like, it doesn't really matter how nice of a violin you have if your tone's crap in your fingers. It's not going to be any like it wouldn't matter how many millions of dollars you spent on your instrument. If you're still going, it's not going to. But if you're good
or you could
enough,
be like Grave Girls and be good enough to go on purpose.
On purpose. But no, like if you're like really, really good to the point where like any little extra thing to make it just probably worth it for somebody to give you one. Yeah. I don't know.
So there is one truth to music, and it is the law of diminishing returns. Mm-hmm. And in any art form, there's the law of diminishing returns, which is, you know, the cheapest thing to a professional thing is not that big of a price jump, but from a professional thing to the most opulent of professional items is like a crazy jump. Mm-hmm. Like you can get a pretty good electric violin for like $700-800. Mm-hmm. But like an acoustic violin can be millions of dollars, quite literally.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that one that got knocked out of the lady's hand last week or week?
Oh, on the video. She goes, "Would ya?"
like the conductor is like, and she's like, what? Did you see her? She like sticks her foot behind her, wow, and catches it with her foot like a fucking crazy, like a multi-million-dollar instrument was flying towards the ground. Yeah.
But so diminishing returns. Consider how much that matters to you in your search for Tonewoods. Mm-hmm. Also consider the fact that like, okay, so like my guitar is an LP style and it has way more tension between the wood and the strings compared to say a Telecaster. Mm-hmm.
Well,
throw them in the trash.
I
mean, you could when you're playing on plastic.
Well, so speaking of that, does come right into our next point.
Trash.
Quality.
Oh.
Quality equals popularity. If it's popular, it must be quality.
Oh my god! So this is like the worst. This is every artist's nightmare. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
No, I mean like. It's a misconception that a lot of people who don't necessarily play instruments have, which is, if it's popular, they must be doing something right. More than likely, if it's popular, they must be doing something money.
When it comes to just art in general, performance art, audio art, visual art, any kind of art, I've noticed across the board, the audience... You all, our friends. I'm sorry, but like, just not you. You're great.
No, in
general.
Okay, you mean like so what you mean is people in the crowd don't really know what they're doing with the art on stage. Mm-hmm. That includes me. That includes me when I'm in the crowd. If I'm in the crowd and I'm enjoying art, I don't want to know the trick.
I like being
about it. Yeah,
but as an artist, though, sometimes it can be a little frustrating. Like, let's go over to the flow arts section, my stuff, right? Some of the most technically difficult, like I can just like exquisitely execute something just like insanely difficult, and there's like two nerds that are like, oh.
Well, at least there's two.
Yeah, but that's cool. But just like moving it from here to here, and everybody else is like, whoa! It's like,
you know what they say?
It's just
a nerd geeking out is worth two in the bush.
That's true. That is a thing that is said, or at least like it's like one. But yeah.
So we went from wood to bush.
Wood to bush. Bushwood. So we didn't really go anywhere. Also went back in time, I guess. I don't know. Did they? But no, so we're talking about...
Bushes are made out of wood.
Bushes are made out of wood. But quality wood... Is there tone in the bush?
No, not really.
Is there a bird in the bush?
If you're in the audience, your job is to be dumb and applaud.
Yes.
And to enjoy the art for what it is on the surface in a lot of ways. But also, there is a deeper meaning that comes across with art that you might...
if you work hard, you'll make it. That's not a myth. That's a goddamn lie straight.
It's a psyop.
That's what that is.
Yeah, it's a lie from hell.
No, the whole notion that if you work hard, you'll make it. If that were true, you would probably maybe expect to see a single janitor in the entire world driving a Maserati.
Yeah. But the thing, when it comes down to it, a lot of people are looking for the art that's on the surface, especially if it's your first time viewing something, which is the time that you're like paying for it or enjoying it. Mm-hmm. Like
most people don't have time to go deep diving into like the most abstract subgenres of subgenres.
Yeah, unless you like make it your hobby.
Yeah,
I've always heard that like, as you age, you either like age out of it or you're just constantly ferociously like consuming new content like a lot. It's like one of the two. You kind of just like stick with what you know, or you're like, I gotta check out the new stuff because I can't be the same all the time.
One of my favorite things in the world is just how specific sub genres of music have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't. I'm convinced that the people who, I don't think anybody fully understands all the shit they're saying. I think at a certain point people are just making things up.
Never heard of her.
I've heard some pretty wild ones.
So about the bootstraps.
The bootstraps.
Musical bootstraps. So
Let's
pick
go
yourself
back
up by
to-
your musical bootstraps. If the idea here is if you work hard, you're gonna make it work. And that's what I was talking about, money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you know what a bootstrap is? It's like a strap on your boot, isn't it? So modern version of that, I guess, would be more of a shoelace.
A shoelace, or like maybe the back heel of like a boot.
Uh-huh.
Like if you were like pulling on the back of your own heels.
So-
Pulling on your own heels. It's like,
I love how it's just like it's not, you can't just, it's not a thing you can do, and people are like, oh, you got to do that, the impossible thing. And
son, you gotta pull yourself up by the heels.
all you gotta do,
All you gotta do is ride your
sprout
own
wings
heels.
and fly, and shoot lasers out of your feet and kill all the people below you with feet lasers, and then you will win the battle of popularity or something. Who the fuck even knows? It doesn't make any sense, but it makes about as much sense as the idea that if you work really, really hard, you're gonna do it. Because like it's just objectively not. It's not borne out by reality.
That's a great point, Budget PA.
Thank you so much. Are you gonna put a Budget PA picture on me again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just cause sometimes I was just thinking about how funny that would be.
that would be funny. Oh, so I guess the next part this isn't so much a myth or a truth. This is more of just kind of a thing to talk about, I guess. But being real versus having a gimmick, are they the opposites? Is it? What do you say to that? Tell us about it.
Tell us about it, Danielle. Yeah, if you are doing real art, where everything's like super real, I think it was Steve Albini that said, in art and creation and working in a field such as that, you become the farce. Mm-hmm. So, when you're real, it becomes a gimmick because people are in flux and people change. But bands and recordings and stuff like that, those are timestamps. Those are, it's a moment in time. I think of our album Empress of Shattered Glass as a moment in time. Mm-hmm.
People get mad when bands change too, though.
People get mad when bands change, and that's a big part of that because people can't handle change. But as artists, we're constantly changing and we're constantly moving on. Like, if I was still doing the art I made when I was like 17, that would be, to me, very bizarre and strange. But some people are like, oh, it should be that way. It's fun. I don't have to explain it to y'all because y'all are the audience. And
I told you that, and I do not apologize. You know who I'm talking about. Love you all, though. Thank you for watching me be ridiculous.
Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you learned something.
And I hope you don't hate me for calling you all.
Alright, see you later, you fucking stupid fucks.
Get some taste, is all I'm saying. You clearly have the best taste you do, but those people don't.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye for your girls. Subscribe.
How funny when you think